morning. My name's Carrie and I'll be taking care of you. Can I grab y'all some beverages first?
Yeah, can I just get a lemon water? Except, like, in the water, I actually don't want, like, any lemon. Thanks.
But you just said... Okay, lemon water with... How about for you? What can I get for you?
Well, I just want a cup of coffee, please.
Certainly. Whew, something normal. And, would you like any cream with that?
You want any what?
Do you want any cream for your coffee?
Cream, Mom. Cream for your coffee.
What?
Cream for your coffee.
No, I don't want lemons for my coffee.
Okay, so no cream. Okay, and for you? Hey, do you have any games on your phone? Oh, no, I don't. What can I get for your drink?
You got any beer?
No, I'm sorry, we don't.
Well, shoot fire. Just bring me a chocolate milk, then.
Certainly. And for you?
I do apologize for them being difficult, but I'll just take a half sweet tea with a shot of Coke, Diet Coke because I got sugar problems, 1 lemon sliced raspberry syrup, and a glass of milk, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll be back with everybody's drink. Carrie, we need to have a serious discussion. There's a table out there and none of your customers are happy. They say you're not doing your job right. No, I am. They're just... The customers are never wrong.
And here is your host, Jayana Scurry.
Welcome to MT at Night. Yeah, I know that's a really bad attempt at acting like I have energy, but that's college for you. Well, Hurricane Michael has devastated many of the southeast states, and they are recovering from its effects. Now, I know a new Halloween movie is coming out, but I didn't know Michael Myers was going to be killing in the form of a tropical storm. I guess it's true that he can't really be killed. Looks like he teamed up with Mother Nature this time. Well, it is less than a month away until midterm elections, and T Swizzle took to her Instagram to encourage her of-age fans to vote. Tay-Tay is going to be voting right here in Tennessee, and according to vote.org, 65,000 people registered to vote within the 24 hours after she posted. But Taylor is not endorsing Republican candidates. So of course Donald Trump had to say something about it. He was like, Taylor Swift's music, I like it about 25% less now. I wonder what percentage he even liked it before. Yeah. I'm surprised Kanye hasn't tweeted Taylor saying, yo Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish, but Donald Trump is the best president of all time. Well, you know that line where Kanye says, do anybody feel bad for Bill Cosby? Did he forget the names just like Steve Harvey? Because speaking of Bill Cosby, the beloved TV dad was reportedly hit with a stale hot dog bun on his first day of prison. Not just a normal one, but a stale one. And just last week, he was hit with a prison chicken patty. Now what's the difference between a prison chicken patty and a normal chicken patty, huh? Yeah, I ain't got nothing, because you know what, it didn't even actually happen. But anyways, we got a great show for you tonight. We have author Hannah McClendon reading poetry from her latest poetry book, so stay tuned.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
I am so proud that I served my country. I can't imagine not having Wounded Warrior Project in my life. We need Wounded Warrior Project to help us in our ongoing recovery. My family learned that they weren't in this by themselves. Wounded Warrior Project definitely saves lives. I am living proof that this organization works.
Hello, we're back again, but now your music. Let's go.
Okay, so this one is from the band Water Parks. I'm actually a fan of them. They're really good. This song's not that good, but the music video is pretty funny. So it's called New Wave.
I was like, dude, I don't know. I think I look pretty good with the Coolio haircut. That's all I'm saying.
The Coolio haircut?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're so young. They don't really look like that anymore. Like, Austin has purple hair now.
Seriously?
How long ago was this?
This was 4 or 5 years ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
They're like, they don't look like this no more.
I thought that hairstyle was like already out of style.
It was out of style back now.
I could feed it chili and we could watch History Channel and just hang out and...
Jeez, it's Brad out here.
Whoa.
Hey.
Hey.
I know what you're thinking, but I wouldn't bet on getting that thing.
But, like, his name's Otto, and he, like, grew his hair out. It was, like, super long at one point. It's kind of curly, so it was, like, really bushy. And then Austin's hair is short and, like, purple. At one point, it was blue. At one point, it was green. This is really making me sad.
College Weefy.
Why won't this love me?
Oh my gosh, they're going on tour. The Vans Warped Tour.
They are going to be a Vans Warped Tour. I have tickets.
Lucky.
In Atlanta.
I really want to go to some concerts.
We should go to some.
But I wouldn't bet on getting that thing. I mean, the competition is pretty fierce.
I want to smell you from now. Hey, you guys. I've been scouting the place out.
His hair is
See
kind of
that
similar
guy down
still.
Oh my goodness.
That's Travis.
Travis Swifty Leg.
I think it's Youngblood. Is his last name? If this college Wi-Fi would love me, but it doesn't. This is quick blood.
Quick
Legs
blood.
in the whole county. So fit. Why do they call him? I don't know. But
gonna
he's won
stop
this
again.
race the last 5 times running. Funny.
Come on. Are you gonna go anymore? There we go. It's starting to pick up.
There's no way you're going to be leaving here with that unicorn. Yeah, good luck with that, man.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
They had to shoot the black boys? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Out of nowhere, there he goes. That must have been like fun to film though. Just like play fighting and
Yes.
And there's my boy Jeff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know. It looks like an early 2000s movie with all the colors and everything.
Yeah.
Like a YouTube video.
Don't do drugs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Otto knows how to ride that.
Oh my.
There he goes.
With them little shorts on.
Yeah.
His arms are just flailing.
They're little Violet. You haven't picked up on that.
Oh, that's blood.
Yeah, that's so bad. Oh, he ripped his shirt. Same, how you win. Get your mom to drop you off. Same.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. It's some of the early stuff, but it's not bad.
Sometimes, one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one adventure, one mission. For a child battling a critical illness, a wish come true can be a turning point. You can transform lives, one wish at a time. Support Make-A-Wish and help grant more life-changing wishes. Learn more at wish.org.
Everyone deserves a decent place to live.
Everyone.
Decent shelter is something we all need to thrive. When a future homeowner partners with Habitat for Humanity to build or improve a home,
Build.
they build a better future for themselves and their families.
For my family.
For my family.
For my family.
Para mi familia.
Your support empowers a family to help themselves.
Help.
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 Assiste.
Your support helps another family in your community or around the world achieve strength, stability, self-reliance.
Strength.
Strength.
Fuerza.
With a little help, we all have the potential to stand on our own.
Potential.
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 Through shelter, we empower. Visit Habitat.org to provide help to families like these today.
Everyone, welcome back to MT at Night, and welcome our guest tonight, Hannah McClendon. Hey girl, how's it going?
Good.
That's wonderful. Yes, Hannah is a senior at Tennessee State University, and she is majoring in psychology. And you know what's awesome about Hannah? She has published her own book of poetry at the age of 21. So, tell us, how did you get started in poetry?
I've been writing since I was about 13. I was going through a lot of issues with my family. My father was sick and he passed away. So I started writing a lot, and it seemed to help me get through things emotionally, besides like therapy and stuff like that. I kept writing throughout high school. I didn't take it as seriously. Eventually I got to college, and I was in an English class, like an entry English class, and this lady came and spoke, and her name was Tia, and she was telling us about a poetry club. I decided to come out and go to the poetry club, and ever since then I've just been writing a bunch of poetry, and then eventually I decided I wanted to write a book because I had so many poems, and that's where.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And so tell us about your concept of your poetry book.
So Goldmouth is, it's like,
I was get it out.
Oh yeah.
Goldmouth. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I wanted to write a book that talked about the things I've been through in my life, and that also talked about God, because those two things are really important to me. So gold is something that we see in our culture as very valuable and very important. So I thought of gold as perfect, and the only thing that's perfect is God. And everything that God speaks or breathes is perfection. So I kind of put those together, gold mouth. And we as humans could never be perfect, so we could never have a gold mouth. And all of my poems are just things I've been through. The book starts off kind of rough. It gets a little bit more emotional, traumatic, and then it goes through. It's like a journey, and then it ends on a lighter note. And towards the last chapter, I talk about God and Jesus and just all the things I've experienced with being a Christian and being a disciple. So that's where that came from.
That's good. I know there's like 4 sections of your poetry book, right? And what are those again?
Pain, trauma, love, and then God.
Yes, pain, trauma, love, and God. And so what are some poems that you've gotten a lot of responses from, or ones that you felt personally attached to the most?
Well, my mentor's wife was telling me they were like really obsessed with the poem Endship. That one was inspired by a relationship I had in high school with my best friend. It was like I was her best friend, but she wasn't my best friend. Like it was like I was giving 100%, she was giving like maybe 10%. And eventually we had arguments, we would fall out, and we eventually just couldn't be friends anymore because she always wanted to attack my personality and different things. And it really hurt because it happened right before I went to college, and after that I felt like I had no friends. So that's kind of what that poem was inspired by. Another one was Superman. That one was inspired by one of my favorite bosses I worked with. He was a very hard worker, one of the hardest workers I've ever met. And he had a very difficult life. So it kind of talks about the different things he would do, like sleeping in his car, like getting dressed at work. And he had like several secrets that he couldn't tell anybody. And I felt bad for him because he just wanted to be himself, even though he had a family and a wife. So I just kind of tell it from his perspective. And that's what that one is inspired by. Let me see. Seedless Grapes. That one is inspired by a very toxic situationship from last winter, around that time. It was just like, there was this guy and we connected really fast, and it was almost like he got so much joy out of deceiving me and lying, and it got really bad really fast. So yeah, that was what that one is inspired by. And let me see. And Raindrops, that's my personal favorite. I was actually reading I was watching a documentary, I think it was, and this lady, I think it was somebody in her family got murdered, and she wanted closure, and she prayed to God, and she said one night she looked up at the stars and it felt like rain was falling down on her, and she felt like that was God like telling her, you know, it's gonna be okay, and you know, everything's gonna work out. So I thought that was like really beautiful, so I wrote about that.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. And will you explain the back of your book right here where it says nothing lasts forever?
Nothing lasts forever. That's something my dad used to always tell me. And I just think it's so true, and it's something that I always try to live by, because I believe that, I mean, nothing lasts forever, and that's just something he always said. I really liked, that's what I liked, yeah.
Wonderful. And so, what do you have some advice for people who want to publish their own book and to get started?
So people that write poetry love to do poetry contests, and I don't think that's the best way to go about things. I feel like if you want to get your poetry out there, I feel like you should try to get like a collection, try to get a theme, a concept together. I wouldn't do poetry contests because you never know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know if they're picking out bits and pieces of your poetry. Like, you just never know with these big publishing houses what they're actually doing. I would say make sure everything's copyrighted. Don't let people just use your work just for fun. Don't let anybody see your work. Just keep it very confidential, because people love to steal work, artwork, anything. I would say create a website, get some good images. Yeah, just really a lot of spread your word by word. So yeah.
Wonderful. Yes. So make sure you get your stuff copyrighted, right,
yeah,
girl?
Copyrighted.
Yes. So where can people find your book, Goldmouth?
You can find it on any online retailer: Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Books A Million, I think Chapters Indigo. There's just so many, yeah.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to say about your wonderful book and what you're proud of? Because I'm proud of you, because you're a wonderful 21-year-old woman who has a book out, y'all. A whole book of poetry. And it's all her work, all of it. You see this, and she's in college, and she's getting it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hannah, for coming here on the show. But one last thing. Will you sign your book for me, please? Thank you.
All right, to Gianna.
Oh, and she got the special gold Sharpie, y'all.
Okay.
So official, y'all. So official. This is a real hustler right here. Real hustler. It's special, y'all, because I'm special. Yes, y'all. I got a special signing from Hannah McClendon herself, but y'all can't read it. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. But anyways, when we come back from the break, we will have a poetry reading by Hannah McClendon. Stay tuned.
We meet online, and I tell you, I'm falling in love. I have to see you in person, but I need a loan for the ticket. I really think you're the one. And I really think you're desperate. Sure enough, you sent cash and never see me again. Too smart to fall for this? Last year alone, 12 million Americans lost money this way. Can you believe it? You shouldn't. I made that up too. Might not be as smart as you thought you were.
The title of this poem is Grown Men Don't Cry. Something was missing in you. I saw the look in your eyes as I told you I couldn't do it anymore. I never meant to hurt you, but I have to put myself first sometimes. Your eyes were glossy, bloodshot. You looked right through me. I could tell they were lying when they said grown men don't cry. I was sick of lying to please you. It's not my job to tease you, it's hers. She's exactly what I'm not. I'm confused. I'm honestly just going through it. I can't explain my thoughts about you. I'm sick and I need time to get better. My mind is wounded. Give me time to heal. Loving you as a friend drives me crazy. I want to love you for real. You mean too much to me. We're too close. I need a break. I need some space. Cut me a break. I'm sick of always acting fake. You're not a brother, you're like a father to me. You could read my lies through my lips as I spoke, so softly as not to slit your throat. I regret my choice of words, but I don't regret my choice. I apologize if you never understood my intentions, if you never realized that I despise our status. I sat not across from you, but adjacent. I'm afraid one day you'll replace me with a better friend, someone who knows how to be a good friend. I don't know how to treat a man, and you sat there listening so patiently. My words burning through your chest as fire, my words soaking through your veins like poison. Your body was with me, but your soul had gone on. I killed a part of you I didn't want to deal with anymore. It was time for us to sort out our emotions alone, as in on our own, because I can't do this with you. I love you like a father, and I don't want to say goodbye. I know they were lying when they said grown men don't cry. All right, and the next poem is titled Goldmouth. Although I push away, he pulls me closer, a father that created me the way I am. I shame and beat myself up. He looks down in sorrow. Why can't I love the way he made me? Imperfect is the way I'm supposed to be. Although I try to hide from my past, he shines a light on things I need to change. I catch an attitude and tell him he made me this way. Never struck down in scorn or in anger from all my sin. Nothing but forgiveness lives within him. I can't imagine my future without him. A father that brings me out of intense devastation, shows me my breaking points and why I need these boundaries, tells me my mental illness will not define me. I've made it this far. With him beside me, what is there that I cannot accomplish? A father that does not punish but yet rewards me for things I don't deserve. He still loves me. I used to be jealous of those who experienced more than me, those who'd given God a hug before or those who'd seen him before. When I can't go on, he pulls me closer, shows me why to go on, and then puts my burdens on his shoulders. Neither sin nor transgression causes him to leave me, even when I'm ungrateful. You just have to believe me. His words are soft, yet strike my heart in such a way. Some call it conviction. It changes me anyway. His perfection, not an unclean word ever spoken. Even in anger, he holds his composure. The world is wicked, but my Father is bold. What I strive to have, a mouth of gold.
Thank you so much, Hannah. And that's all we have for the show tonight. Thanks for watching MT at Night.